there's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. Four men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Welcome back. Yep. Got to get that. Another episode of The Forecast. It will be the two cast tonight. Me and Wilkes. A-Trap was not feeling well, so definitely looking forward to seeing him next week. I did talk to Doc. He is working on his grand return, so be on the lookout for that. We should have the four of us, hopefully by next month.
Like a WWE return, man. Where's Stone Cold at, man?
Right. Like the Dudley Boys or something.
Yeah. Waiting on the Dudley
Generation
Boys.
X.
Yeah, man.
Man, classic time in wrestling, by the way. Y'all,
especially when they were gone for months. You be like, where they at?
Right. And then they just come out. Well, they turn all the lights down and they come out. Yeah, man, that was one of the best times of wrestling.
Time to be alive, man, because you didn't know what was happening. Man.
Right. You didn't know it was scripted.
Right.
You didn't know it was a storyline situation. But now, later on in life, you realize
we working on your contract. We gonna make it seem like you've been gone.
Right, exactly. Make it seem like you broke something or you got injured or you got hit by a car. Some of them it was. Limos was running over people and all types of stuff.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
Crazy times.
Some of them attitude errors when they fighting in the grocery store, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, they throwing each other up against the limo and
what a time, man.
That was a different time. All right, but tonight's episode, Relationship Goals, which is a new film that's out. It's on Amazon. Highly suggest you check it out. Got Method Man, also known by his government name, Clifford Smith. Clifford Smith. How you went from that to Method Man?
What's the story, Clifford?
Right. It's pretty amazing. Kelly Rowland, also in her role. Kelly Rowland plays Leah, and then Method Man plays Jarrett. And this was, as we get into some initial thoughts, man, this was actually a decent movie. It wasn't, it's not going to be Oscar worthy. It's not going to win probably any awards, but it wasn't vulgar. It was a good movie. I watched it with my daughter who's 14. So it was good. I didn't have any bad things to say about it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, I thought like I said, I started it last Monday, but I just finished it tonight. I had like 30 something minutes left, but I thought it was done well, but it's definitely got, the typical, not the Tyler Perry approach, because it's always been something of, I don't think there's been, we've got the, something about Mary's out there. We got the Harry, when Harry met Sally's.
Right.
We got the City Slickers, because that was kind of a love story thing, because he had to kind of go out and so is Wild Oats. But
yeah,
like A-Trap said last week, I mean, this has been done by, the Drew Barrymores and the Jennifer Andersons. And,
yeah.
it's been done by the Christina Ricci's and all them, but then when you get something like, I don't know I didn't really keep up with Tyler Perry as far as like, I don't know if he had something like this. This was more of like kind of a slapstick kind of romantic comedy. I don't know if Tyler Perry has anything like that. His relationships be heavy, man. It was just, hey, man.
Like people being abused or
He got him.
I remember dying.
He got him sleeping with the pastor and the doctor, and
This was Devon Franklin, who's done. I think he's done quite a couple of films, but it's based off a Mike Todd book called Relationship Goals. But this was it had the love story. Obviously, it had the love story. It had they didn't like each other at first. Now they like each other. But it also had the Christian values part of it.
Yeah.
So that I appreciated that, because I mean a lot of film nowadays, like they get into their whole they're showing them sleeping around, like Insecure.
Right.
Insecure is a great show.
Right.
But all of them was hoes.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah, stop.
All of them wasn't. They wasn't. The goal wasn't, let's see if one of these people we can maybe marry. No, it was just like, we just having fun.
Well, how'd that go? Yeah, that kind of thing.
And this film came from a different perspective of, okay, we're dating with purpose, and it had a lot of the different aspects of the book. I haven't necessarily read the book, but it had a lot of aspects to his book, which seems like it's made a difference in some people's lives. So, shout out to Mike Todd with this book.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's one thing. If like singles ministry or couples ministry, they've always had those things at the forefront in churches, especially in the Black community. That was kind of a way to kind of like you connected. And hey, sometimes they did things together. They went bowling, or they go to dinners, or they go to movies. Like even though it was a singles ministry, they would have you on different not activities, but they'd have you on different,
kind of doing different things together to get to know each other.
Yeah. And then like with couples ministry, I mean, they'd have like lock-ins, or they'd have some retreat or something like that. So, I mean, I was raised around stuff like that. I grew up with stuff like that. Now, I can't speak for the non-Black churches. I don't know if they did anything like that. I guess they do, but I know it was just
probably to some degree.
Yeah. I just know it was something I remember growing up. That was a thing and that was around. So, always pushing relationships, especially in centering them around the teachings of Christ, and just how to take on that woman you might possibly marry, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just staying single and the Lord until it's kind of like what the lady was saying in here with the basketball. Her husband was a bad. Kind of like, man, I'm waiting, but he ain't doing it. I don't know if he's right.
He not making the move. He just dragging me along. And she's a great actor, and I don't know if she's necessarily a comedian, but she's been Robin. I think it's Robin Thede.
Yeah, I've seen her in other things.
She's been in quite a few different comedies. It was like a kind of a not an SNL necessarily, but kind of a sketch comedy that she did. I think it was called Black Women Sketch Comedy Show.
HBO,
Black Ladies Sketch Show. So
it was pretty good.
Yeah, and she brought a comedic aspect to it, but also her role was probably one of the most serious, because she was really trying to determine, do I want to be in this relationship anymore?
Yeah, and then of course you always got that goofy friend where she thinks she want to be serious, but now she's being enlightened because everybody's passing over her.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a good actor in her own right. She was in a film about the Cheetos, the hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah, on Hulu.
Yeah. She was in That's the one thing that I know her from. I don't know her from anything else, but
Was it just called Flaming Hot or something like that?
Flaming Hot. Yeah. Annie Gonzalez. So again, they did a good job, I think, with the casting on this.
Yeah.
The people that they had in the film, I think, were good in their roles. And then Devon Franklin, he's also, he's done The Pursuit of Happiness. Wow, I did not know that. Now maybe he was a director or something.
Yeah, that's a big one.
He really did that film, but yeah. But that was definitely a great film in itself. Flaming Hot, it looks like he was actually in that. So I mean, he's got his hands in quite a few films, different ranges too. So
right.
So one of the biggest things that pointed out, I'm watching this film and and my daughter knows Method Man as an actor. I was like, he's a rapper, right? She's like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, oh man.
Oh.
And then she looks it up and she's like, whoa, Tang. I'm like, oh gosh, we gotta have a conversation. We got come on in my office. I on the Mary J. Blige and Method Man song and all that, but just the generations, they don't know who these people are. They may know them just as actors. They may just know them as musicians.
They don't know the backstory. Yeah. That's why it was interesting to see Meth. I kept wanting to say Redman, but Method Man and Kelly Rowland, knowing like two different spectrums of their career. Like, to see them, it's almost like you grew up with them because they were always in your playlist or they were on your CD deck or you had the cassettes. But it was interesting to see that. Knowing, the different sides of music they derive from, which was interesting. But
and now, like, I mean, there's so many. Ludacris went from music to acting, and Ludacris's whole backstory, people that don't know, he was a DJ. He was a radio guy.
Radio DJ.
Yeah, in Atlanta. And he was like, I'm gonna come out with an album. And then the next thing you know, I mean, and I was in Atlanta during that time. That album was crazy.
Hey, the one thing I noticed about Luda when he was out, he was dropping albums yearly.
Yeah, he was.
I was like, what? And I'm thinking the only thing I can think of is that while he was DJing, this was music that he maybe wrote or had written.
Maybe he was working on it.
Just stored it up. And it's just like, he's probably like, man, I got music that I could put albums out for the past 3-4 years. I swear he was putting the album out like every year.
Yeah, it seemed like every year he was putting something out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those of you tuning in, if you've seen the movie, join in, give us your thoughts and opinions on it. I know the music to acting is almost seeming like an easy transition for some people. Obviously, we can go back to Tupac. Like if Tupac was still alive now, he'd probably be at DMX.
Yeah, well, he put out 3 movies at least? 4?
Yeah, Gridlock.
Gridlock, Poetic Justice.
And Above the Rim.
Above the Rim, yeah. So he had 4. He may have had others, but I know those movies were definitely.
Above the Rim is still a classic. I gotta go back in the archive and watch that one.
Yeah. I need to watch He Got Game, man. I need to rewatch that.
Yeah. That's another shout out to Spike Lee.
Yeah, man.
Which it's the anniversary of School Days.
Oh, School Days. Okay.
Yeah, he's been kind of going on the interview circuit, talking about School Days. They're doing a viewing of it, I think, in Atlanta. I don't know when it was,
I need to rewatch Malcolm X. I think they put it on Netflix.
Really? Like my daughter needs to watch that
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah. So February 12th, 1988 is when School Days came out. So
wow,
it's almost what is that?
So with February 12th, you said?
Yeah. So it just passed.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all most of us all love Spike. I know our fellow cast member don't like Spike that much, but most people love Spike Lee. Okay, besides,
he like they say, he had his prime. He was in his thing, man. He was doing his thing.
Yeah, man. He was coming out with quality stuff that made you think. I mean, stuff that was great for the culture. Before he was calling it the culture, it was
right. Oh yeah,
culture.
absolutely.
So obviously, relationship goals became this whole hashtag, which they talked about it. I don't even remember when it started. I was wondering, did it start with Michael Todd? But it seems like it was just something, social media. Once you do something one
Social
time,
media, when I've seen stuff like relationship goals, I think social media just started that. I think when influencers, when you got your husband involved in your antics, or you got your wife involved, and you got your family involved in your antics, these influencers, now it's just like, like we watched that show, and I keep bringing it up, that Fat Tuesday on Amazon Prime, where he was saying you don't even have to come to the show anymore. You just your materials online, you're doing skits. I mean, people gonna watch, you get followers. I mean, there's a new way now to reach an audience. I mean, so it's like we're in the age of social media, and it's almost like technology. We've become so dependent on social media. The minute social media goes down, the world is in a frenzy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get on my Instagram. I can't get on my Facebook. Oh, what's that? What did you? Oh man, yours working? Mine ain't working. And it's almost like, man, step back, man. Take a breath.
What were we doing when we didn't have social media? Like,
I mean, just
now,
like
now it's like you can't really. I mean, you could live without social media, but having a phone for directions, we used to have to go on MapQuest, and print out directions, and put them up, put them somewhere where you could see it.
Oh man, wait a minute, hold on, what?
Yeah, or a Mapsco or actual map. I mean,
you stopped into a Chevron and you say, "Hey, I need to get a Mapsco."
Right, and they're like, "How can I get to this place?" And they're like, "They're not here to make a life. They're not here to make a right."
A section of maps anymore. I remember when you walk in, they would have like maps that you would just take a map and nah. Do people even know how to read? Not even kids. Do people even know how to read a map these days?
Yeah. No.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. Yeah.
No.
You don't need to. You got Google, got GPS screaming at you.
You got Google, you got Waze. But this was relationship goals just became this thing, people holding hands or people going on a date. But kind of one of the things they said in this film was like, that doesn't mean it's real. Just because you post a picture and you post the highlight moments of your relationship, doesn't mean that it's a real relationship.
They're not posting when they get on each other's nerves.
Right. They're not posting when they sleeping on the couch.
Right. And then thank you. And then they posting comedy versions of, when she get upset. Now post that real video, play. Post that real video. Yeah.
Right. Post her throwing the phone at you.
Yeah. You ain't posting them uncut raw, she cussing you out.
Right.
He yelling across the room, Show me them anger management problems. Yeah, they don't want to do that. It's all fluff.
It's like I think the best relationship you can have is when you're not posting everything. I think that's a part of this society now. You gotta post everything. Like, I don't need to know everything that you do. People don't need to be in your business.
Yeah,
like parents used to say, you don't need to. Everybody don't need to be in your business.
I could never wrap my mind around why people have to run the social media and then lay out their relationship. I don't care, man. Everybody don't need to be in your. I understand you think you want people to celebrate with you, but you don't have to do that because everybody's not going to be happy for you. Everybody don't care about you being happy. Everybody don't care about your celebration.
That's facts. You look at the whole Cardi B and Stephon Diggs situation. Like, everybody's talking about it. Like, Stephon, you knew what Stephon Diggs was. The dude got at least 6-7 kids.
What do you expect, man?
You expecting them to be loyal to you? Was gonna get married to Stephon Diggs?
Thank you. Stop, guys. Stop.
And you posting stuff just makes you a target, especially when you got money.
Right, and he's been saying like, "Oh, who? Oh, what? No, I'm good. No, I'm all right." I mean, come on, man. It's like, stop.
And then and that just leads you to getting hurt. Like, at the end of the day, you put your stuff out there, that just leads, because the internet is not nice. Okay, the internet, whatever you post on there, I've seen people post themselves singing, and they're like, "Nah, I could do better. That was all right." And the person's like, "I sung my heart out." Well, look,
that's what I would have did. Yeah. Oh, you still sing? You still trying?
Yeah, you still doing that little singing you doing?
Right. Are you still trying? Okay.
Yeah, good job. Keep trying. But this had some comedic moments. It was a new age rom-com. It was I think it was something for the Black community rom-com, because they Method Man's walking in and they're playing In Vogue, What a Man. I mean, which was funny because they had history. And we've seen films like this, but it's just the way how you deliver it. And I felt like they delivered the message, and I felt like it was good.
Yeah, I feel like I said earlier, we talked about how the Christina Ricci's and the Jennifer Aniston, but as I think about it, I mean, there have been plenty of movies that Halle Berry has been in movies like this, and then we think about Jamie Foxx and not Pete Davidson, but Tommy Davis, like what Booty Talk and or what is it, Deliver Us from Eva and stuff like that. We've had them. I think, and of course, A-Trap mentioned Boomerang last week, but those movies have been there, and I think especially through the Black Renaissance. I mean, you got, which was a little bit more serious, but you got Jungle Fever was there.
Yeah, it's another.
These movies have been around. I think it's just one of those things where it's just been it's not even a cliche. I don't know really, but
it's a niche. It's a genre.
It's a thing that was like, because now as I think about it, I know the 90s were loaded with movies like this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the 90s were low, whether it be a serious drama or it be PG-13 rated R. It was gonna be raunchy. It ain't gonna be too soft-hearted, but I mean, this is what we were doing, that Black Renaissance period. I mean, that we've had these romantic movies, we've done these things, and we saw these relationships. Was it Two Can Play That Game, or
Two Can Play That Game? Yeah, I think that was one too.
I think it was Two Can Play That Game or something like that. Was that Bill Bellamy? I can't remember. It was. I think
so. Yeah. So
those movies were around. They just were. And how it was in the 90s to be in a relationship. I mean, even House Party.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and you had. I mean, if we look at the 90s, man, Love Jones, which was like on the top of a lot of Love and Basketball.
Right.
The Best Man, Poetic Justice, Brown Sugar. I mean, there was.
They were there.
Like the directors that they were in their zone.
They were just they were just a little bit more drama heavy versus
Soul
Food comedy.
Would be another one.
The soundtracks was hot. You got Tony on your track.
Hey, that was the best. That was almost the best part, waiting on that soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting to Exhale. We've had these movies. I think they were just a little on the heavy side, which they needed to be, because they always talked about the Black love and Black relationship. So I mean, it was the 90s Renaissance was big. What's going on, Keisha? How you doing? Yeah,
and I think it touched on a lot of those things that we, as in the culture, we knew. Being in a Black family, like, you knew those moments that a lot of times weren't put on film, and I think that's what resonated with people. Is like, oh, this happened when I was growing up, or this happened at my grandmother's house when we were eating dinner or eating Sunday dinner.
Even Soul Food had relationship situations, whether it was a broken family or they were working on broken marriage or trying to heal. I mean, we've always been there. It's just, I think we were just, as a Black community, putting this out there. I think it was more of like it was a heartstring, We had light comedies about it, but we definitely had some heavy dramas about it, because it was just like, man, what's going on with the Black man in America? What's going on with the Black relationship? They were pushing that stuff. I mean, it would end up on Oprah and all these talk shows, and people just kind of like, and then it's like, we're still, man and woman, we're still at like each other's necks about what the man should be doing or the woman should be doing. It's not going to ever be ironed out.
Right.
You have to.
It's always going to be a conversation. It's going to be a touchy subject.
And that's cool. I think that's what's needed, though. It's like you need to have those conversations that make you uncomfortable and understand, like, man, well, why are you approaching it like this?
Right.
Right.
And I think one of the biggest things in this film, Kelly Rowland's character, she had a list. And obviously we're not women, but we've seen in different films. We probably have met
Oh
different
yeah,
women
absolutely.
that want. So the women tuning in, give us your list, or if you have a list, or what's your thoughts
Yeah.
on the list. But you got to be a certain height, or you have to be a certain this or a
Right.
certain that. And Kelly Rowland, she did a great job in this role. I think her acting chops is.
Oh yeah,
improved.
she's sharpening those acting chops. Yeah, I think she's getting there. And we've seen this list throughout time in the movies.
Yeah.
You know, what kind of car is he driving? Is he working at a what is it? What do they call it?
Fortune 500.
Yeah, is he working at a Fortune 500? Is he in the law school? What does he do? Is he a doctor? Is he a dentist? Is he a basketball player? You know, whatever it is.
Right.
You know, do he love his mama, man? How he treat his mama? You know.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that, man. Do he stink? He musty? I mean, you know, he got hot feet. You know what it is. But is he
all of those things, which mean like, and like they talked about in the film, a list is not bad by any stretch. I
don't think so.
Now, when your list is 4 pages, like her list was 4 pages, then you're gonna have to, you gotta have to build a husband.
Is his credit good? You know, what kind of car he got? He pays bills on time. You know, he go to church. He love his mom.
You got guys gonna have to build you that person, because that person is not real. But they did a good job with that, because you got and
I think that goes back to the singles ministry and the couples ministry, because the single ministry was, from what I remember, the singles ministry were teaching you to wait for that person that God was going to send you, not you going out. Why, God? You rushing out there, and then it's like, that's not what I told you to do. And I'm only remembering this from watching the women that I was in those single ministries, and how they would say, you know, I've been on dates, but maybe I shouldn't have been on those dates, because I was trying to get ahead of what God was preparing for me.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm getting tired of waiting. I'm getting anxious, or I wanted to see maybe, you know, if I could negate this thing, or navigate it, really, not negate it, but I just, from what I remember growing up and just listening to women speak, and it was interesting because, you know, I have to say, sometimes, I mean, I know men, I guess being raised by women, for me, I guess being raised by my grandmother and my mom, I feel like women lean really heavy on God's word and gathering and teaching and guidance.
Yeah.
And that's just from my perspective, because I was raised by women. I'm sure men do too, but being raised by women, and majority,
you don't have a lot to. I mean, you need the Lord in a lot of situations. You don't have somebody to lean on. So,
and that's why, to me, like when I'm around, when of course my mom, but of course my grandmother's long passed, but just being around them and having a heavy majority of female cousins and people in my family that raised me and watched me. My mom was, you know, she was a teen mom, so I was definitely brought up around different women and perspectives. So it was just like they definitely lean more toward God, in my perspective.
Yeah,
I'm not saying men don't, but I guess in those moments where they feel like the odds or the cards are stacked against them.
Right.
You know, my grandmother was always praying. Right. And this is just my opinions. You know, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but it's just from when I was growing up and how I was raised and what I saw. So, and being in those single ministries and listening to those women speak, I mean, yeah, we crack jokes in there, but, you know, those women have admitted that, you know, I went ahead of what God was trying to do. And I'm just trying to, you know, why isn't everybody else being prosperous or being blessed around me? Right. You know, and I think that's natural. So it's just like, why do I keep getting passed over? Or why do I keep getting, you know, these shortcomings? But, you know, I'm not trying to speak for women, God, by any means. But
we definitely can't do that. But I think it's true that, you know, when we all want companionship. Like we're meant to be with someone, that helpmate, like the Bible talks about. Like that's the real thing. Like I mean, me and Wilkes can both say there's stuff that our wives see that we don't see, and what they see, they're able to articulate it or explain it in a different way, and it's vice versa. Like we may see things that they don't see, so that it goes, it goes a long way to have somebody next to you to do life with. Like I'm always thinking, Erica, like to have you to do this life because it's not easy.
Yeah. Oh gosh, by any means, no man. Hey, man. Bills are real, brother. Bills are real.
Yeah, and they don't stop either.
Yeah, but no, they don't. But especially a mental space too, man. I mean, there was a guy, I think here in Dallas. For those that know, there was a radio station. I cannot think of his name. He was out of the Chicago area, and he had a book that said like "Men Cry in the Dark" or something like that. But I cannot think of his name. A-Trap might, if he was here, he probably would tell me that guy's name. But I think it was "Men Cry Alone" or "Men Cry in the Dark." I cannot think of his name, but that was like
Michael Baisden.
Yeah, Michael Baisden. Yeah. I never read the book, but just listening to his show and just really kind of, talking about certain things where it's just like, I know that was a big thing with him. It was kind of like, hey, that was like what, early 2000, mid 2000.
Yeah.
And
that was and people, we didn't really talk about that. Like,
nobody was talking about men's mental or how many. Nobody was really talking. Then of course you don't want to be seen. Oh no, you soft.
You don't want to be considered weak but I'm telling you, these people that don't want to tap into that a lot of times check out. They check out, or they mentally they can't. You can't be in relationships or can't trust people. And then when you relate to this film with, Method Man's character, he cheated on Kelly Rowland, and then he found this book and he was like, all right, I need to change. I want to be a different person.
Yeah.
And, I felt like I was missing you, which is you knew kind of where the story was going, but there's sometimes you gotta really look in the mirror and examine thyself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of like what I was saying. Like when I was attending those ministries, it was just interesting to see. And again, it was a singles ministry. Honestly, I think there were more women in the single ministry than there were men. I mean, I was there. There was probably 3 or 4, and there were some ex-husbands. They divorced and divorcees.
Yeah.
They're single again. But I mean, there were more women in there, and I mean, they were just more kind of like, hey, I need to walk. I'm trying to walk straight in this.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's like, why am I getting passed up? Why is God not sending me the one? And of course, the same thing probably for men, but men didn't openly talk about that. Women don't mind saying, "Look,
right? They're gonna share. They're gonna share how they feel.
It's like, look, this is what I struggle with, and I ain't gonna have no joker, no sucker coming over here with no nonsense, man. Hey, man, women ain't having it, man.
Right? Nah, we not gonna be playing. We're not gonna be playing house.
Women gonna call you a sucker in a minute.
Yeah, they gonna call you out when you need to be called out.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it, man. Like there's no jiving over here, man.
They don't ever have no problem.
Oh no.
Letting you know where you at.
Right now, man. Ain't no bucks, man. The shit stop right here, man. Ain't no bucks, man. Nah, ain't no bucks stop here, man.
Right.
Yeah, clown. Yeah.
So in the film, they both work in the TV industry. They're television producers, and they got to work together on a project, which Michael Todd and his wife was in the film. So it did have some aspects of Michael Todd and his church.
Yep.
And which I felt like added a good touch to it, and really kind of showing how the book came about. So they had to work together, and then they end up splitting up or on the project, and it was some comedic moments in it. Obviously, somebody's got to die in a film. I always tell my daughter this.
Oh yes.
And her mom passed away, so that had the touching moment.
Yeah.
And then her dad, played by Dennis Hasbro.
That
Man,
Jack Bauer president, man. That Jack Bauer president, man.
classic,
24,
man.
baby. That first season.
One of my favorite actors. You know,
he's
the
good.
guy, All-State guy.
Yeah, man.
Also, the thing I probably first seen him in was Major League, the baseball film, Major League 1 and 2.
Was he in Navy SEALs? I think I remember from Navy SEALs.
Yeah, he was in Navy SEALs too.
Yeah, Navy. That's where I first saw him in Navy SEALs. I have that on DVD. Charlie Sheen, of course, at his best.
At his best.
He's probably 8-balling on that one. But
right. He was in his early 8-ball era.
Yeah. That was the first time I saw him was in Navy SEALs. And of course, I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. But I remember him in that. And then, of course, he was the president in 24. That shout out to Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer out here, baby. Yeah. Y'all ain't watching that 24. Y'all better get on it.
Yeah, and that whole show was different for its time because we're used to seeing like, okay, there's an episode, the episode's over with, and that's it. Like there's no continuation, there's no and that was a storyline.
And see, that was during a time where 9/11 had just happened. Yeah. And after everything kind of the dust settled a little bit, it was okay to put those terrorist shows back on TV. So 24 was kind of at that time where it was just like, okay, Jack Bauer, he chasing down terrorists. Can't come over with no BS, man. Yeah. You know, I'm telling you, 24 was it, man. If you ain't watching 24, you got to find 24, man. You got to get you some Jack Bauer, man.
Yeah. And wow, surprisingly, he was on 227.
Yes. What? But I don't remember him on two. I only remember in reruns. But now when I was
like Sergeant Hall, it says who was this character?
He was the cop, wasn't he, or something like that? Was he a local cop? Yeah. It's funny because it's around that same time when Navy SEALs came out. So it's like if I saw him on 227, it didn't register. It was just like I knew him in Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
But he's
his acting catalog is crazy.
Yeah.
Legendary. Like we don't think we talk about him enough. We see him as the All-State guy, but the dude was a hell of an actor. Still a hell of an actor.
And he was in Navy SEALs, I think, or the unit. It was something I think it's called the unit.
Yeah, I think he was in something called the unit.
It on CBS here for those Channel 11 in Texas. I know CBS is everywhere, but
yeah, he was a movie and TV actor, doing both.
Did he do Broadway? I thought he did some Broadway play stuff. I thought, but
maybe. Let me see. Theater, he did Race.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Which was I mean, the guy is well decorated.
Oh yeah.
Blue Bloods. He was in Blue Bloods for looks like an episode.
Yeah.
He was in the Boondocks for an episode. His catalog is like everywhere.
I'm telling you, man, he's well known, man. He's real deal, man.
Yeah, they had a soul food. This is a soul food TV
series.
Show.
Yeah, they had a TV show.
Okay.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it though, but
I don't think it lasts that long.
It didn't. It had like maybe 1 or 2 seasons. It didn't last long.
Yeah. But so he plays Leah's father, Kelly Rowland's father. So in the Method Man, they didn't give him necessarily like a backstory with his family, but Method Man's becoming a pretty acclaimed actor, and he's done some all types of roles. Like I talk about this sometimes. He's done a role with it was called like Clogs or something. It was with let me look it up.
What was it?
It was with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
I know like a shoe. It was a weird movie, but you said what?
It wasn't Cobbler, was it?
Cobbler. Yeah, that's it.
It's Cobbler. Yeah, it's Cobbler. Yeah.
It was a
the shoes had like a magic abilities or something. Or it had
he put the shoes on and they would like take him back.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
I mean, he's done TV and movies too. Like
I've seen Method Man. Sometimes he'll appear and stuff. You'll be like, "Oh, they got Method Man." Like he'll make cameos. You know, sometimes even if he's not on the main ticket, he'll just pop up. I'm like, "Man, we got Method Man in here."
Yeah, man. He's been in quite a couple of things we reviewed on the Come Up. Reviewed that a little while ago. He's in this movie called Bad Shabos. It's like a dark comedy, but it's it's like a Jewish family. I don't even know. We were gonna watch it one day, but he's in. I mean, the guy's got range. He can do comedy. He can do serious role. He can do the cop.
And I think this is a segue to when people talk about, celebrities shouldn't be involved in politics. Okay, but then you got celebrities that are no longer involved in music and they acting.
Right.
So you're gonna say, you
can pivot.
Rappers or singers shouldn't be acting. What?
Yeah. I mean, you can pivot if you have the ability to do it. Just like if you want to go into politics. Hell, who would have thought Arnold Schwarzenegger be the governor of California? Right. And that whole ballot was crazy. I think they had Gary Coleman was on there. I mean, that whole I don't know what the
crazy.
Hell was
going on there. I don't even. It's like this is a joke. It
was. Like, it was wild times, but the dude served. I think he served 2.
Yeah, and as 2 terms as a Republican, but a Republican that was willing to work and reach across the aisles. You don't have that too much anymore.
No, you don't. So, I mean, if you have the ability to do it and actually make a difference and not divide the country,
right.
45, 47,
right.
You have the ability to do it right.
Because it's like now, it's like, and I know we're not going to get too political, but I grew up in an era where, the Republicans were conservative. They were kind of stingy, but they still got together. They understood that, hey, we still got to work with these constituents.
Yeah,
but now it's just
for the best of the people.
Right.
Now it's like, the best for what we want.
Nah, they evil. Nah, they're crazy. Nah, they what's the word they've been using lately? Radical. They radical. Nah, they
radical, woke, the left.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, man. It's a different era.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I think that these types of films are good because it gives you kind of a different look, a different perspective, something that is it's not too heavy. So I think it's a good watch. It's an hour and 30 minutes. When I looked at the time, I'm like, okay, is this really an hour and 30 minutes? Because they were trying to push films too far, trying to do the storyline, but it was a perfect amount of time. It was not Tyler Perry-esque. Okay?
Yeah, I knew they were gonna have some church scenes. Okay, I already knew that he can't.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, you already know it was gonna happen. But I think it was done well. When I was watching, even that first 30 minutes when I watched it, when I started it last Monday after the show, it was just an easy transition into it. It was just like, it wasn't too crazy, it ain't, nothing too heavy. It was done. It was comical, and of course, I'm looking at the fashion, and I'm like, it's almost a nod to the 90s a little bit because the way she was dressing, I was like, hey, I'm definitely getting some Boomerang vibes.
Yeah, it did have that kind of feel.
Yeah, she's got the jackets and the setup. Like, okay.
Yeah, Method Man with his wardrobe, and he had this thing on that had something on it. I don't remember what it said, but it was. I mean, it was fashion for today.
Yeah.
You could wear it at any point in time, and then they went to this.
And I'm upset because I wasn't an extra on the set. I don't know when they directed this. I was in New York, and I'm like, hey man, y'all didn't ask me to be in the background, eat a slice of pizza or something. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, and then that restaurant. I don't know if you knew what that was. It was like an undercave.
It looked familiar, but it looked like it was more toward upper New York, like Harlem area. But I wasn't sure about that restaurant. It looked familiar.
It was an interesting setup, but I felt like I've seen that in a different film. That style. Maybe it's an actual restaurant.
When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that place looks familiar." But then again, I'm busy, man. I'm in New York. I'm moving around. It's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to take in, man.
Yeah. And then Matt Walsh, who played her boss. Hangover, Role Models.
Yes. He was definitely giving the, why don't you two work it out?
Yeah, you work it out or else. But he's an acclaimed actor.
You know who he reminds me of? If I don't know if you remember Girlfriends, which was my guilty pleasure. I love me some Girlfriends. I love me some Girlfriends. I am a true fan of Girlfriends. But the boss in there, with the lawyer at the firm,
Yeah,
he was kind of like that with William. He was like, well, William, if you come back to the office, we'll give you we got a corner office. We'll give you anything you need. That guy, I don't know who that guy is, but that's what he was giving me. In this
he was definitely giving off that vibe.
He's always giving you
he's good at that role. That is his role. He plays the hell out of it. So he was perfect for that. So I mean, again, the casting was done well. I feel like they didn't try to push it. Yes, it did have some Christian values in it.
Yeah.
But for relationships, like we've all had different relationships, different types of relationships, but this did give some real like perspective. And you got the friends, which was perfect. Them going to the club and they it's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're kind of in that era right now, but like 8, 9, but like I'm starting to get
hey, man, I'm going to bed, man. I'm done. I'll let y'all
I'm starting to get heavy.
Yeah.
But they're at the club and they're like, there's nobody here. It was like, it's 8 o'clock. Like, there's nobody here.
Right.
So they're dancing but that friend group and that support group definitely goes far. I don't care who you are.
That one goofy one that, even though he or she thinks they're all that, but they keep getting passed up. They was just like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, and the guy just leaves her. The guy just leaves her at the restaurant.
Pay for the dinner and the drinks. Hey, man, I gotta go, man. Once she said that, he's like, oh, because he asked her a question and she was just like, oh, yeah. And he's like, okay, nah.
Yeah, you're not real.
Yeah, he said something like a sport or some kind of.
Yeah, he was talking about he
books or reading books or something like that. Oh yeah, she was something about reading books, and she was like, oh yeah, I read like so many books an hour or a day. He was just like, oh.
You're not keeping it real.
You don't read. You ain't read that.
You're just doing this. You're just doing this so you can say I went on a date. But I did find that photo. Let me pull it up real quick if I can. Where did it? Well, on his sweater it said fear
God.
Nah, it said like fear. Let me see. Fear of God state.
Fear of God. Okay.
Which was interesting. That's all it had on it. It was in red letters, which I'm sure has
I'm sure it has some other meaning to it.
But yeah, the fashion was great. I don't know who necessarily did the wardrobe, but this was a good film. I appreciated it.
Well. Now, is it worth a rewatch in my book? I am not rewatch it, but
I'm not. But I told my wife, if you want to. You can watch it. I'm just not gonna watch it.
I'm not rewatching it, but
it's not a rewatch.
Yeah, it's not a rewatch.
But it's good. It's a good one time.
Yeah, it's not a rewatch.
Sunday afternoon, put it on. And you don't got to be thinking. You don't got to be like, I wonder what happened in that scene. There's no double fake.
Like, it's like I said. It's very.
They're gonna fall in love at the end. You get it. We've all seen it. So
it's very baby come back. You can blame it all on me.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Which they played that. Didn't they play that in the film? No, they played the Doobie Brothers.
The Doobie Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. And then funny note on that, I just went down a little rabbit hole, started playing their kind of essentials playlist, and I'm like, damn, they made this song too?
Hey, Doobie Brothers was hot.
They got a catalog.
Doobie Brothers got music for days.
Man. They got a catalog. It was in movies, films.
You got Michael McDonald and James Ingram. They did a song together. Yamo Be There. I'm like, come on. Hey, Doobie Brothers got some hits, man.
One of the most soulful voices. And this dude looks like Santa Claus.
Right, because he's just jet white.
Man. Just not even.
Yeah, he's not even
no tan at all.
Nah, he's just white. Everybody just.
He looked like a substitute teacher. When I seen this dude, I'm like, this dude look like he teach high school.
I mean,
English.
Just think about it. He was making song. Well, he made that. I mean, the song he made with Patti LaBelle is timeless.
Yeah.
That's another relationship.
He had respect in all genres. Really.
Yeah. I mean, you making music with Patti LaBelle? Okay, man, you done made it, man. You done made it.
Yeah, Patty? Really. Yeah, you crossed the aisle. Like, I'm sure his audience is so vast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anybody can put that on.
Yeah, I've seen it like when PBS did more live concerts or when they did more presentation stuff. I remember Michael McDonald in a few of those just coming out doing a guest appearance.
Yeah.
So he's definitely been that guy that has always been a guest appearance or always been on the list or been on the ticket to show up and sing and or honor somebody, which
right.
I hope they honor that man soon. I hope they get him in the Kennedy's honors or something, Grammy Hall of Fame, something, because
he's 74.
Hey, that voice is undeniable, and the Doobie Brothers sound was undeniable. So, and him kind of being the spirit. Oh, he also was he did a song with Steely Dan. Now, if y'all got down with Steely Dan back in the day, which I don't know, they're like, what the hell are you talking about? But
go look it up.
Yeah, go look it up. You know, he's. I mean, it's so funny because we just like with Luther, with David Bowie. Yeah. These people have always crossed over into different groups. I mean, Jimi Hendrix playing with the Isley Brothers. Ernie Isley will tell you, he's like, hey, man, that dude was cold. I mean, half the stuff I know is from Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
So how these or you got Coltrane and Miles Davis. Then you got Coltrane and my boy Thelonious Monk. So how these artists jumped around to these bands, or they started out on their own, or just kind of like, hey, I was a backup, or I was a guest appearance in a trio. Matter of fact, Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock was in the Miles Davis setup.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, and that's why we need documentaries, because otherwise we wouldn't really know. I mean, there's so many documentaries you see and you're like, wow, he worked with him.
Yeah.
And Bootsy Collins was with Parliament.
Yeah, that's
like all of these.
Right.
So and it tells you it was a small world. Like it wasn't like it was a ton of musicians out there. They work with who they trust.
I mean, I've gone to jazz concerts. Matter of fact, there's one. Can't think of his name right now, but he was down at the Myers Symphony Theater downtown here in Dallas. And I mean, the people that even if they go to like different cities, they will say, hey, you free tonight? I need you to be a guest drummer, or I need you to be a guest guitar player. And that's how they work. I mean, it's just like they know that, hey, so-and-so lives in this city. Maybe he can make it out tonight.
Maybe he can make it out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean,
then before you know it, like they're on the tour. And
yes. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know if we see a lot of that today.
Right. No, because right now, I mean,
so vast amount of artists and
right.
I think maybe then it was, and I mean, you didn't have social media. You didn't have.
There's if you go back and look at D'Angelo performances, he's making music with people that you'd be like, they brought D'Angelo out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like what?
I'm sure the Roots.
I love that about YouTube. Yeah, I love that about YouTube because, like you said, the Roots will pop up and they'll be at a random con. I'm like, you brought the Roots out? Yeah. Like what? Yeah, I love that about YouTube though, because some of those things they don't show that anymore on TV. There's nowhere to find that anymore.
Right.
Because I remember I grew up in an era where live music, PBS, public broadcasting station would play stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I grew up in that era, but now it's like I don't know what you find that on anymore. You know, so YouTube is definitely
it's YouTube and documentaries at this point, because if it's not that, you're gonna see those clips on YouTube, but the full some of that footage, like when we watched the Questlove documentary, the Harlem, Black Woodstock, I mean that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like, and they're doing another sequel. They're doing another season of that.
Oh, they are.
I think they're doing a second one.
Okay.
Because they couldn't tell everything in that first.
Yeah, that first one, that was a lot. In that was a couple, at least it was 2 or 3 parts. I mean, like, there's so much that we don't know. And then we talk about Michael McDonald. He worked with, you already said it, James Ingram, David Cassidy, Van Halen, Carly Simon, Patti LaBelle, Twinkie Clark. I was not expecting that to be on the list.
I'm telling you, man.
The Winans, Aretha Franklin. I mean, like Thundercat. Do work with Thundercat.
That's what I'm saying. You will only find that on YouTube because who's got footage of this?
Right.
They don't show it on TV like they used to, and especially I get it if it's a concert or a tour. That's why I was saying, like, if you in that city and you know Aretha Franklin is there, you doing everything you can. Hey, Aretha, can you come out?
Come on for a minute.
Can you come out and say something? Can you do a cameo? And I get it. So, you know, I love seeing stuff like that. I mean, as a kid, I lived for award shows like American.
Man, when the American Music Awards came on, we were all sitting in front of the TV.
I'm glued.
That was almost that was the
Michael,
only time you were able to see all your favorite artists in one night.
American Music Awards actually was bigger than the Grammys. Because you didn't really hear about the Grammys really until American Music Award kind of stepped back.
Made it away.
Yeah,
it seemed like the Grammys probably the past 20, 30 years, they've kind of made their
they kind of made their mark.
Push and mark. But the American Music Awards was the show.
It was it. It was it.
I mean, that was it. I can't really think of any other one.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the first awards. I think Michael busted out the moonwalk.
Yeah.
Was it American Music Awards, I think?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I love that. So I grew up in that era with award shows. I love seeing that because, like you said, it was great to see your artists in one room. It was great to see people like Whitney Houston and Luther Vandross and James Ingram. And then you're going to have, Tribe Called. Now you're moving into Tribe Called Quest. You know, the hip hop.
When hip hop became more acceptable,
you seeing Queen Latifah in there. You seeing you moving into that genre now. So I love stuff like that.
Yeah, that and the Soul Train Awards.
Yeah,
those two BET Awards. I don't think it was necessarily out yet.
Yeah, it took them a minute to kind of catch, but then it kind of went to
Soul Train. Though you had. Every artist that you listen to on the radio was there.
Hey man,
all your favorite artists was there.
Yeah. So I love that. Yeah, I live for that stuff. I love that stuff. So that's why I say YouTube, the electronics encyclopedia. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the stuff that's on there now, the different type of videos that you can find on there is amazing. If people have this content and they're uploading it.
And that's what I miss about PBS because, like I said, PBS would do those performances, and I would be glued to PBS because that's the only place you could find it. Now,
they would have documentaries. They would have, when Martin Luther King coming around, they would have documentaries. They would keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. I mean, you learned like PBS was vital. In learning, it was partnering with your everyday education to give you even more.
And PBS, man. And let me tell you something. Eyes on the Prize will forever stick with me because it was one of those things that it would deep dive into stories, whether it be the culture, whether it be music, whether it be foods. Right. Definitely, the civil rights movement was always the biggest target. Yeah. But I love those things. I was raised around those things. My grandfather might be snoring in the corner over there, but I'm glued to the TV. Hey boy, don't touch that. I was watching that now. Nah, you sleep, man. You ain't granny chill out.
You're not watching that. I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to watch Voltron or something.
Yeah, man. Play the TV coming up, man. Go back to sleep, man.
I'm trying to watch Captain Planet over here.
Yeah, man. Go to sleep. I was watching that, man. You sleep, man. You sleep. But
man, those images. Of us getting sprayed by water hoses, like all that stuff, and it wasn't that was, I think, some of the first unapologetic footage. Like, yes, it was horrible,
absolutely.
But you need to be able to see this, and then we're gonna break it down and what happened and what we did to get through these situations.
As a kid seeing those images, I'm like, man, you got the dogs on us, you spraying them, and then you don't realize how strong that water is coming out of that fire hydrant.
Yeah,
it tear your skin off.
It's blowing like they're running past,
right?
And that water hits them, and they're going up against the
they blowing you into the wall. You falling down. Like this.
That was a different type of courage. Like we don't know that type of courage. We don't know that type of, like, we know the situation we're going to go into. We're going to be beat up. We're going to be abused. It's not going to be easy.
So that Roots album, that Roots album going forever be money.
Yeah,
they showing that black. I don't know if they're a couple, but they showing those two black people running from the police. They got them. Hey man, let me tell you something, man. Yeah. That's going to forever be an image. That album is hot, but that image is like
it's stamped into your brain. And then that photo, there's a photo of a guy that's drinking from the white only water fountain. Have you seen that?
Yeah. I saw that.
He's a photographer, And so it's I think it had something on the news recently.
They did. Yeah, they
backstory.
Yeah, I saw that. What did I just saw that? What was I watching?
Or maybe I saw it on YouTube. It was on. Maybe it was on the local.
Somebody posted it or something. I had just seen it because they put both images together.
Yeah,
and I don't know what it was on because they slowly like faded. They had the original one and then they slowly like presented the new one because he did like a reenactment of White's Own. I don't know what I was watching. I felt like I was over the weekend. Like I literally just seen that.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it was definitely recent that I seen that. I think his name is this is the same guy.
Man, what the hell was I watching? Because I just saw the image.
Yeah, they had a nice segment on it and everything. But yeah, man, to see those images, and we just lived it. We kept going. It's Cecil Williams, Drinking from the Whites Only. That was the guy's name, but he was a photographer, and he was like clean doing it too. Like he ain't even like.
I don't even care, man. I'm right here in your face.
I'm here. I'm about to take this photo, and then
this is what you get.
I don't even know if he knew like this is going to be a legendary photo. Like people are going to be talking about this 30, 50 years later.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I don't know what I was watching, but they literally just showed that image.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was something recently. We probably seen it at the same time. It was something
on. I don't know if it was news or somebody on YouTube or not YouTube, but somebody on social media posted it or something.
Yeah,
I literally just saw that image.
Yeah, here it is. Right. This is the black and white. Once I get it loaded up. Yeah, that's the black and white image.
Yeah. And then
I don't know what the type of waterfront that was. That water is shooting up. You're not even leaning over.
Let me tell you something, man. That water don't come up like that, man. You gotta almost put your damn mouth on the spigot.
I'm probably die from some type of disease, man. Because our mouths are all the way on that water fountain.
Hey, man, what kind of water pressure is this, man? Stop, man.
That's why we still living today, because we was putting our mouths on the water fountain.
Yeah,
at school with a bunch of other nasty kids.
Yeah, we good, man. We got
water hose.
We got iron bellies out here.
Yeah. Now I got to take probiotics and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now I got to all Natural Valley or whatever.
Now I got to try to get myself.
I got to correct it.
Right, exactly.
Some beets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, vegetables and everything. Times have changed.
Yeah, man. Get to the gut, the gout in my gut, man.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to some final thoughts and Mike rating. I think this it was a good film. It was solid. I don't think it has that rewatch capability. I don't think you need to rewatch it, but it's a good watch. You can sit down. You can watch it with your family. It's not one of those where they about to they're about to be doing something or they're about to somebody getting cussed out. I mean, it had some language in it, but it wasn't vulgar.
It was still lighthearted.
And Kelly Rowland. That was a good pairing. I don't know if they've been in anything before.
Not that I know of.
They did a good job together. So I'm gonna give it a 3. I think it's a solid 3.
That's what I said. I was gonna give it a 3. Okay. I thought it was fine. I mean, 3 mics is what I thought. You get what you get with that kind of comedy, and
you know what you're getting.
Nobody's overstepping. Nobody's trying to do too much. They just kind of go with it.
There's no curveballs.
Now we need to get them in a like action movie or something.
Yeah. That Jamie Foxx and
we need to get them in action movie time. It's action movie time.
So let me get to the ratings on the IMDb and all those people. They weren't kind to it, but Rotten Tomatoes is 23%. Come on, that's way too low.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, man.
They rated IQ movie more than that. Man.
Come on, man. They tripping on that. IMDb 4.6 out of 10, and then Google users 45%. So it hadn't reached the 50, but I think it's in Amazon. Amazon's kind of on a different lane. They're coming out with films, but it's not. They don't come out with as many like Netflix or like some of the others.
Oh yeah, no.
And they're more so looking for the stars. Like they got this one with Batista and
I hadn't watched that one yet.
Which I mean, it's similar to this. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not super over the top. It's not going to give you. It's not going to win any awards.
It's like a slow pace.
Yeah, but it's a good film. They're giving you family films. That's what Amazon's doing.
I feel like when they make movies like that, it's one of those like it's an experiment. Like, oh, I want to see these together on the screen.
Yeah, let's see what
I want to see how. Hey, we should do something together, man. Yeah, man. Hey, your people call my people. That kind of thing. Really. Like,
but they're doing more family films. They're doing. They did the documentaries of John Candy and different things.
Yeah,
it's not a lot of raunchiness on Amazon. So maybe that's the lane that they're.
You want that? You gotta go watch Tubi, man.
Yeah,
you gotta go watch Cinnamon and Tapioca on YouTube,
man. Right. Yeah, this is not Amazon's not the place.
Yeah.
Where you need to be.
Right.
So coming up next week, let me get the name of it. It's up for an Oscar. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is the name of the film.
Hey man.
Which it is. It's definitely, and the main actor that's in it, she's been in a ton of different things. Rose Byrne, it looks like is her name. A$AP Rocky's in it also.
And that's no dig at you. That's no dig at you, Oliver Stone, born on the 4th of July. Tom Cruise with no legs, man. That's no dig at you.
Nah. But that's coming up next week. It's on HBO, and it's a real life, story, a situation that if you were a parent or you were in this situation, you would be going through. So,
and RIP to Robert Duvall, man.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up.
One of the legends, man. Up there with the greats, man. He done had some great movies, man.
Yeah, yes. I love
the spill of napalm in the morning, baby.
I mean, his catalog is is crazy, from comedy to flat out goofy comedy. When he was in I think he was in Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell.
I can believe it. He got that old man comedy. 4
Christmases.
I'm not sure, but there's one movie I need to watch that it caught my attention. Something about Big Trouble in Mexico, or I think that was his last movie. I don't know if that was his last movie. That's the last one I remember.
A Night in Old Mexico.
A Night in Old Mexico. I need to watch that. It caught my attention. I was like, oh, that's trouble right there.
And then I'm like, man, he was acting all the way. 2022 looks like was his last film. But I feel like I seen him in something else recently.
Robert Duvall,
Godfather, obviously. Legendary. So definitely rest in peace to him. Wild Horses.
Yeah, man.
He
was no slouch.
John Q. I don't know.
He was the detective in that, wasn't he? Something like that.
Yeah, lieutenant.
Yeah.
So man. Rest in peace, Robert Duvall, one of the greats. Man, we're losing a lot of these greats. So again, like
I know,
A$AP always says, we need to be able to tell. We got to tell the story.
Yep.
We need to get the documentaries out while they're here.
Yeah, man.
Get these stories out. We're able to.
Duvall is up there with Gene Hackman, man.
Yeah, really.
That list.
Same level.
Gene Hackman, Donald Sutherland.
Right.
Of that list, that them acting chops, man. Some great movies. Where they be the villain, guy, whoever it is, man.
Yeah.
Of course, my mom, I better call and check on my mom. She had me watching Lonesome Dove when I was growing up, man. I said, hey, man.
That's what people have been talking about all day. Lonesome Dove. To Kill a Mockingbird too. That was his first film, 1962. So man, the guy's got.
Oh, he got lips.
Yeah,
man's got lips.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. If I Had Legs, I Kick You on HBO. We should have A$AP back.
It's my leg kicking you. Yeah.
But y'all take care.
Right now.
Again, rest in peace, Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you.
Peace.